Hey up everyone, I hope you're all doing alright. Today we're actually going to be working on the base game save file that I'm going to be releasing at some point when it's finished. I did a poll a while ago, I think I posted it on the community tab, where I asked people if, because I've always wanted to do a save file, and I wanted to renovate Willow Creek. It's this, it's the base sort of world that everybody's got, and I thought it'd be fun to renovate it. So I did a poll asking whether or not people wanted me to do it with just the base game, some packs, or not pack restricted at all. And the most popular answer or option for that, the answer for that was to have it be fully base game. So that's what I've decided to do, and I'm going to be completely renovating every lot in this world, and I'm also going to be like populating the world. I don't know whether I'm going to partially populate it or fully populate it, but what I will say is this starter home is going to be empty, so I haven't got a sim living in here as of yet. I did make a sim for this house. I did initially start off with the intention of having a sim live here, but I thought I do want to have at least one house in this area of Foundry Cove. I wanted it to be empty so that, if you do download the save file and you want to move a sim in, you've at least got, one starter home that's empty. There's actually going to be two speed builds in this speed build. There's this house, which is Daisy Hovel, and as you can see, I just wanted to renovate it. I didn't really want to rebuild it and make a completely new house. I do like this sort of shotgun style of house and having that as a starter home. So mainly I just wanted to renovate it. I don't really want to change the theme of the world. The thing is, when you play the game, say if in Willow Creek, if you just have modern houses everywhere, the surrounding world is not modern. It's not like a modern theme. It's got this like sort of classic, I think it's like French inspired, New Orleans inspired sort of builds. I'm not entirely sure what the name of the architectural style is, but you know what I mean, like that classic Willow Creek style of house. I don't want to veer away from that too much. I want to keep that same sort of theme, but just like up it a little bit better. Not all of the houses are going to be in this style. I'm going to have a couple of, somewhat modern builds. I'm kind of not entirely sure like where or which houses are going to be modern, but not every build or every lot in Willow Creek is just going to be a renovation. It's just for these like little starter homes. So yeah, I did this one, Daisy Hovel, and then I did the other one, which I think it's called like Crick, Cabana or something, or maybe that's the other one. I can't remember, but you'll see. And I also made a family for the other house as well. Like I said, I did start off with a sim for this one, but I just decided, like I said, to have it be empty, just for those that want to start off by putting their own sim in. So it's a house with the intention of having just one sim live here. I kind of imagined that the sim living here had like just moved to Willow Creek. So the backstory for the sim originally is that she just moved here. She's just sort of, she's starting off as a young adult. She's moved out on her own. She's very independent, and she's not got much of a backstory. So there's like a bit open to like interpretation. So you can have your own sort of thing going on. I will be writing bios and a little bit of, adding my own little story to it somewhat, but a lot of it is going to be like open-ended, so you can just sort of do what you want. You can even, download the save file and when it's ready, obviously, and have the sims like fully evict them and put your own families in if you want to. That's entirely up to you. But yeah, I just wanted to renovate this more than anything, like I said. And the sort of theme that I went with for this house, to be fair, when I first started off, I didn't really have one. I liked the idea of having like light woods and having it to just be like a classic sort of house, like nothing too much of like personality or anything, because like I said, it's just a starter house, so there's only so much you can do with it, and there is only so much you can do with the base game, honestly. You are sort of limited with what you've got. The game is, it came out in 2014. We're coming up to like 10 years of The Sims 4 and the base game, as much as it's been updated, there is, it's still the same items in it, like for the most part. So there's only so much that we can do with it. So a lot of the houses, I don't want them to have like the same theme. But with this one, I just wanted to go with like a sort of I don't know, more like a template than anything. I didn't want to add too much personality to it. Also, I need to add that I used a lot of gallery art in this build. All the gallery art that I used is from, I can't remember how to pronounce this person's name. I'll put it on screen and I'll also put it in the description. Definitely recommend that you give them a follow. They have really nice gallery art. They have a lot of variety as well. And yeah, it's just really nice, really good stuff. And for both builds, I actually used the same gallery art from them. I don't know if I'll use the gallery art in like every build. The main reason why I used it is it keeps the cost of the houses down. So if you ever build a starter home and you want to put it on the gallery and have it actually be a starter home, or if you just want to start a home in general, the cost of the house is like not as much as it would be if it were like in-game paintings, because the gallery art like doesn't add to the value of it. I mean, it kind of does. If you click on the eye, the value of the house will be more expensive than if you upload it to the gallery. But either way, I liked the gallery art, and I thought it was like a nice touch to just add something a bit different rather than having the same base game paintings. And also, it's a bit more difficult to furnish a house when it's a starter home, when you're only working with like a 20 grand budget. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I went a little bit back and forth on like wallpaper colours and layout as I was planning the build. I also didn't want to add a second bedroom. I wanted to add a second bedroom, sorry, but I didn't want it to be a second bedroom just yet. So I had it as an office, although they don't have a computer yet, so you might have to send your sim to work and have them earn a bit of money before they buy a computer if they move into the house with like a starter home budget. But yeah, I really do like how it turned out, like I said, and I'm thinking as well of making the BFF household like completely different and not having it be a house. I might make that into a park because I like the size of it, and I also want to make like a second park. The park, like the main Willow Creek park that's in like the centre of the map, that is making me a little bit like, because I've never really done a park before. I quite like the ones that EA did. I don't think there's really anything wrong with them, so I'm not sure how much I'll alter it. I do quite like it, but I'd love to know if you actually want me to, if you would be alright with me leaving it as it is and maybe just altering it slightly, because I am a little bit intimidated by doing a park. Like, I can't imagine what else I could do with it, because I don't think it's like a bad park, to be fair. I've just moved on to the second house now, and this house actually does have a little bit of backstory, and you know, I've already met the Sims that I plan to put in this house. Well, they already live there, and this is the home of Sierra and Marcus. I'll put pictures of them on screen now. So Sierra and Marcus, they've been together since school. They're newly engaged. They've just recently got engaged, and they've also just found out that they're gonna have a baby. So they're very quickly you know, moving on with their relationship, and they've literally just moved into the house as well. So they've moved into the house, they've sort of just come back from the honeymoon, moving into their first home, and then Sierra's just announced to Marcus that she's pregnant. And yeah, it's sort of very hectic, it's very sort of full on. I think in real life you would maybe lose your head a little bit if this were happening. I know I would not be able to cope with all this much happening at the same time, like just getting engaged, thinking about planning your wedding, moving into your house, and then also, oh, you're having a baby. Like, I'd just be like, no, this is too much. But I'll just tell you a little bit about the Sims. So Sierra is a music lover, she's family oriented, and she's neat, and she's the typical sort of Sim that, you know, they want to have kids, they want to have a family, they're very much wanting to have that family life. Whereas Marcus, he is a music lover, he's creative, but he's also ambitious, and he's very much focused on his career. He's had, you know, a relationship with somebody since high school, they've got engaged, they've bought a home, and he's kind of put his career on the back burner. He's working in the entertainment career, he wants to be a successful musician, but the family life, you know, starting a family with his partner, getting a house, getting married, all that sort of thing, that's kind of taken over, and Marcus wants to focus on his career a little bit. So the news that they're having a kid, it's a bit like, this is a lot at once, and I think Sierra would really want him to sort of commit and be like, you know, we're having a kid, let's that be the focus. But Marcus is sort of trying to figure out how is he going to balance all of this? How is he going to put energy into his career, you know, doing their house up because they've just moved in. So, you know, maybe they want to renovate it or they want to add to it. You know, and it is a starter home for them. This is also a starter home. So if you download this off the gallery, it'll be a starter home. I think it's under 20,000, but it might only be under 22,000. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, he's sort of thinking, well, I don't want to live here forever. I want to move into a family home. I want to move into a bigger home, have a music studio, all that sort of thing. But at the minute, you know, he's got a lot going on and there's potential for drama there. There's potential. Again, used gallery art from the same person. And with this house, I just wanted to have it just be a livable space, really. There's not much of the Sims personality reflected in it just yet. We've got some things put down. You know, they've got like a radio in the bedroom, which it's not really a personality trait to have a radio in your bedroom. But, you know, they both like listening to music. They both enjoy music. Like I said, Marcus is a really creative Sim, so that's his like main hobby, doing music and things like that. And Sierra is your typical sort of homebody person. She's family oriented, she's neat, she wants to have a family, you know, and you know, there is people out there that's their main goal in life, and she's just one of those people. She does have a part-time job. She works as, I think she works in retail. I'd have to double check that. She might be no, yeah, I think she does. I think she works in retail. I think she's the top of the part-time retail career ladder. I think there's only like 3 or 4 positions with that. But yeah, she's sort of like a manager or something. I really like this family. I really wanted to play with them myself. I'm not going to put the families on the gallery just yet. What I'll do is when the save file's ready, I'll put things up separately. But as of right now, they'll not be on the gallery to download. So if you do want to play with them, you'll just have to wait for the save file. She is pregnant as well, so that's another thing. So once you play with this house, if you do download the save file, she'll be pregnant. I think right now, she's on like the first day of the pregnancy, like she just got a baby bump. So yeah, really cute family. And of course we did a nursery for them to have for their baby. So I just put in like a regular crib or a cot or whatever it's called, which made me really want cribs in The Sims 4, like a proper crib, not that like nothing like crib or cot or whatever it's called. I want like a proper crib, like in The Sims 2, like just something that the babies and the toddlers can have. I just think, why are they not a thing yet? I hope they do put them in, because I just like the look of them a lot better than just putting like a toddler bed down and everything. Like I think it just makes sense that they would have a crib, like why not? But yeah, I kept the nursery somewhat neutral. They don't know what gender the baby is just yet. I mean, they won't find out till it's born, unless you obviously play with mods, then you'd be able to have a look. Or I think you can look with cheats actually. But either way, it's a neutral bedroom, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun actually putting it together. And yeah, let me know, what do you think to the houses that I built? I know it's a little bit weird putting 2 speed builds in one video, but because the first speed build was so quick, I thought I'd just put 2 speed builds in one, like why not? But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun putting it together and, you know, making the families and stuff. I'm really excited to work more on this save file. I'm actually going to be streaming one of the builds for it, and I'll be doing that Wednesday at 10 AM, so that's tomorrow as of this video's recording. So yeah, if you want to pop by to that, you can. My Twitch is twitch.tv/hutch_plays. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like on it. And if you haven't subscribed already, do that if you want. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye.